PDF. This is a Forge component that will allow us to design PDFs inside of OutSystems. After installing that in your environment, then you can add a screen and select one of these 4 templates that come already with Ultimate PDF. We're going to start by choosing the invoice template. And as you can see, after you create a screen, that it has some extra steps that you need to execute for a template to work. So let's execute them. First step is create the onApplicationReady event. Second and third steps are just to go to onInitialize of the screen and just cut this code and paste it in the onApplicationReady. Okay, so this code needs to be enabled and execute inside of the onApplicationReady event. Okay, we're good to go. I'm gonna do one extra step, which is to make this screen anonymous, so I don't need to log in this environment. Now, after publishing this, we'll be able to look at how the screen generates the PDF by opening it in the browser. And as you'll see, the screen doesn't render the contents inside of the browser. Instead, it just downloads a PDF and the contents will be found inside of the PDF. Okay, in case you do want to look at the screen inside of the browser, for example, if you want to troubleshoot some problems or refine the styling, replace elements in the screen, you can use this input parameter preview. And if you set it equal to true, then the screen will not download PDF. It will just render as normal in the browser. Okay, now that we know how to create a PDF, I want to show how to create a PDF from scratch using this blank template. Okay, what we'll do is create a quote for an insurance calculator. So at the end of the calculator, we want the user to download a quote PDF. Let me just rename the screen and set it as anonymous, just like before. Note that we have already executed all of these steps, so that we don't need this. And if you really want, you can even delete this from the onInitialize. And now to design a PDF in OutSystems is just the same as designing any other screen. And I have already prepared this screen in another session, so I'll just copy some things around. First, the screen will need to receive a quote ID, and it will fetch information about the quotes using an aggregate. It will also fetch a list that will display in the screen, which is the coverage for that quote. And now it's just a matter of designing the widgets in the screen. So I do want to notice that I'm going to be pasting my logo and title in my header. What this means is that if my PDF becomes a multi-page, so if it has more than one page, the header will be repeated in all pages. And the contents I'll also be pasting. It's just displaying information from the aggregates, and in here there's a simple list coming from the other aggregates. Now to launch this PDF, what I'm going to do is at the very last step, when we create the quote in the server, I'll just redirect to that screen and of course pass the quote ID that the server returned to initialize that input parameter. And that's really all we have to do. And now I'll just test this by going through and creating a quote, and we'll see that it will download the PDF at the end of the calculator. Just putting some sample information in here. All of these fields are required, so just bear with me. None of these really matters, but all of them are required. And we're now in the last step. Now I can choose what is my coverage. I'm gonna choose this, which has 3 elements for coverage. Click submit. Now we really executed the submit action, which then redirected to the PDF screen. And instead of redirecting in the browser, it instead downloads a PDF with my policy details. Thank you.